lot.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we
Facts.
love everybody
Ain't
around
nothing wrong
here.
with it. Yes, we do.
We
Inclusivity.
love everybody.
But anyways, moving right along. Another conversation piece for us here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we all get love. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been seeing memes and posts all week about when people turn 30 years old. That's when they start to feel differently. When they wake up, when they're around, they just can't do the things that they used to do anymore. So Lambo brought up an excellent question. And sir, what is that question for tonight?
What is the first sign of that ass getting
Signs of getting old. Let me
I
ponder
got
on this.
mine.
I think I'm more forgetful now. Definitely more forgetful.
Definitely.
Like, I've lost so much.
I take pride in my memory,
Right up
though.
under me.
I take pride in my memory.
I do too.
I don't really forget much.
It was, I started spelling slow. So I was like, you know, you go through life, you know, I'm rapping a word, then I'm like, it's Wednesday. W-E-D.
Is that technology dependent?
It's not.
I'll be honest with you, there's no need for that D on Wednesday anyway.
It's not. It's not. But you know, like it's something as small as that. Like you literally are just in real time. Like, is that right? Okay, that's right. And you move on. But when I was 25, man, what? Like rambling through stuff and getting it done, in and out. It got slower.
You have to use it. You use it or lose it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing with motor skills.
I Google the shit out of words. Easy words too, like business. I told my ACL trying to spell that goddamn word, boy. That shit, business. Nigga, don't even ask me that.
Listen, I get a lot of people who misspell successful, but that's what you want to be. I don't understand it. I don't know.
Yeah, the C's do be throwing
That's
me off.
a good one.
See,
The C's.
like
You can't spell it, you can't be it.
Right, period. Entrepreneurs. Okay.
Okay, that's
We gonna have an adult spelling bee. I ain't lying.
okay.
So what was the sign that you knew you was getting old?
So I'm kind of like, for me, it's a little bit different, alright?
Oh, you trying to say you ain't
It's a
old
little
yet?
bit different.
Okay, girl.
It's a little bit. I feel it sometimes. I think when I feel it the most is because like now I don't really go out and I really don't do as much stuff as I used to do back in the day. I used to have so much energy. I used to want to drink all the time and just go to this place, be up from, 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. the next day, sleep for 2 hours, do it again. Like I don't want to do any of that. But sometimes I really do. Like I was just having this conversation. For me, I have a complex. Like I know I'm getting old. It's more about the mental part for me. Like I know I'm getting old. But me personally, as an individual, I don't feel like I'm old. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it, but I know I'm getting there. And sometimes I'm reminding myself of it when certain things come about. Like I don't want to go out and stuff like that. But me as a person, I honestly don't feel like I'm not old. You know what I mean? And that's probably because other circumstances. I don't have kids right now, so that could play a role into it too. Another thing would be, it's just, honestly, I just don't feel like it. Like, cause me, I like when I do get in those modes and I do like to have a good time, I'm there to have a good time. You know what I mean?
But can you party as hard as you used to?
That's the only part. Like that's the only part.
Maybe you can't hit too many.
But I want to.
Where it's like for me, you know how like when people start saying like, oh, it's time to start having kids and stuff like that when you get a certain age. For me, it's like, no, I'm not there yet. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm old enough yet.
Right.
I'm not ready.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's it. I mean,
That's all right.
What about you, Lambo?
Sleep, motherfucker, sleep. What I think I took notice to more was my pride of being the young buck Scorpio. You get what I'm saying? And now I'm a sleepy Scorpio. So I'm gonna keep it all the way there. Like once I get all work, man, I'm liable to pass out. And what's bad about it is I know I haven't accepted that I'm getting older. So I'll start making all these plans and I'm not intentionally fucking them over. I'm just passing out. You know, like, so it be a wrap. Like, I get it. I'm at work excited to get off to tell you that I'm getting ready to do everything. We're going to take over the world today, you know, and then get the fuck off and nothing is taking over. I'm probably in the shower, getting ready to doze off on my couch. And I started realizing that I was enjoying sleep a little bit more than a lot of things other than money and family. Like, so, and I started realizing my priority towards that. And it started making me value my time awake more so than anything, because I was frivolously running the streets constantly, like just having as much fun as I can, you know, trying to act like I live multiple lives. And now it's catching up, to be honest with you. So that sleep is the number one thing. It's real when you can stand up and sleep, then you know shit real.
I stand up
Yeah.
and sleep.
That's what them fiends be doing down in Petersburg. Hey man, let me.
They not sleep, they just
I mean, they crouching.
somebody texted on their shoulder that said,
Leaning.
Bruh.
somebody texted on their shoulder that said, go ahead and clock out.
Relax.
I'm going to clock
Go
out.
ahead and clock out. My consciousness for me
Go
real
ahead and
quick.
clock out for us.
I also noticed about like that whole clubbing phase. That's definitely let me know that I'm matured and gotten way too old for that shit. You know, I used to go and take my checks and spend $50, $100 just for one outfit to go to the club. Then I pay $20 to get in. Then I pay about like $40, $50 worth of drinks just to have a good time. Then I gotta pay for Waffle House after the fact. Now I ain't been to a club in like maybe like 5 years.
Is that an age thing though? Cause I feel like you go to the satellite and motherfuckers are still in there, but you're 70 or 80 years old.
I seen somebody posted about it. Come on, fuck the satellite. They like, oh, girl, why you talking about fucking satellite? I wish they opened up quick enough. I'm like, yo, you like 30, 39. Like, I don't understand what you should. I don't understand. First of all, it's the satellite. So, 24 years old, you like.
And the light, they call it the light, going to the light tonight.
It's exciting. They were excited. You know, for me too, like my son, I have a 19-year-old. So like watching him be excited to like go out, like watching him spend every dollar he earns, like that also let me know like
That shit draining.
you getting old. Yeah, because I'm looking at him like pick up all his friends, like he just got a car, he picking up all his friends, I'm like, and ain't nobody gave you no gas money. All right. That gets old, you know what I mean?
Oh,
But
yes.
he, you know, he young and in it, and the tank ain't never running out in his mind. So it's just interesting to watch that.
And see, to answer your question, I would say it is age thing because it's just like, all right, when I was young, I could stay up all night. I could party till about 6. I go to the club now, I'm ready to go at 1.
9:30.
If that, maybe 12:30.
I'm
You
tired.
know what
I
I'm
see
saying?
it all the time. We all got that moment where you standing in the club like,
Yeah.
I'm
It's like a
tired.
chaperone. It's like a fucking chaperone in there.
you look around at your whole crew and they having fun. And you like, I wish these niggas hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you
I'm
are.
already drunk. I don't
I'm
need no
ready
more.
when you
I got
are.
rejected 7 times. And everybody, get the fuck out of here.
Ain't nobody twerking on me. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go.
I feel
Why
like
are we here?
Y'all remember
Feeling
the days when
old.
women actually did twerk on men?
Validation.
feeling old to me is more mental than the physical, right? So for me is I tolerate a whole lot less, right? So this is not like this is conversation. This is so being an entrepreneur, my patience is really low with conversations with, like, especially I call them hobbyists posing as entrepreneurs. Like bro, I get so frustrated with people
Talking.
that just be, people that got that, everybody got that one friend that's in the business just to say they got a business, but they really ain't making no money. They trying to make no money, saying they doing. The people I'm around, if I'm not around you a lot, most likely I've grown past the phase that you're in, right? And it's like, I'm not saying that the phase that you're in is a bad phase. I'm just not in that phase anymore, right? And the reason why I told them about the age thing, I feel like it's not an age. It's just like a mentality, right? Because there are people that are 50 that don't hang around no more. because they just not.
Y'all not on that same wavelength.
Yeah, I'm not interested in some stuff that you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's still men out here that's in their 50s and 60s that's still chasing women.
Of course.
Right.
So it's not an age thing. They're not growing out of it. It's just their circle
Exactly.
is who they are.
And they're going.
So if you're around a whole bunch of players and pimps and hoes and all that shit, that's what you're gonna be. If everybody in your crew smoke, most likely you gonna smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's a good. If everybody going to the club and buying up the bar, you could be doing that shit too. It don't matter if you 30 years old or 60 years old.
So
Right.
You are your circle.
Have y'all been around anyone who refuses to accept that they're getting older?
Yes.
You know, whether it's just dress or the way you act or something. I have a huge thing about not trying to be that 60-year-old guy with the hat. You know,
Oh, you see him all the time.
and the Team Jordans and all that other
And the
shit.
khaki pants.
Cause when you pull up on him, you like a kid on you pull up on him, it's like this nigga is 60 years old out here with the
You know,
fresh J's.
or like the women,
Fitty
like,
cat.
You know he just got out because he's trying to sell your DVDs and shit.
stop.
Nephew. Come here, nephew.
This mixtape here.
But it's also like, as far as like women, like, and it's
Oh my
a
God.
thin line, because like I'm all about women empowerment. Love your body, love who you are, be confident in what you do and how you do it.
Yeah.
But do you need to be like naked, like booty
That's
shorts,
my huge
like
thing.
your
I'm
booty?
not gonna lie.
And like we're not even talking about like, oh, you got cellulite, like from a mentality perspective. Tell me why you need to go out the house in booty shorts.
Yeah, it's
Like,
some sexy
where-
ass
where
women
we
out here
going?
that got
And
fully
they-
clothed. Fully clothed.
Right, so it's
Sexy.
like-
Now it's the
and
way
I
you
mean,
do it.
If your booty shorts bring you businesses, do it. Knock yourself out, I guess, if that's you. But like, as we do get older, I don't see the
He's
purpose.
evaluating
Right.
himself. I think that is a huge thing for me too. I as a younger person would love it, but now as a father of daughters, it's just kind of like, and you can see
Yeah.
anything everywhere. So
Right.
it's just, it really does bother me that, you know, you can find a mom twerking on TikTok beside her daughter and all this other shit. I can't vibe with these type of things, but this is real. And what you'll hear is, I'm comfortable in my skin, and this is why I do this. But then I have to ask as a man, on the outside looking in, does it take you doing this for you to be comfortable in that skin?
And then you know her classmates in school gonna talk about it.
But you know, shout out to the people who don't care what they say though.
But here's the thing about it, right? It's dope to give those people pride, but then are those people thinking about their children and their kid in class who can just probably click on the link and see your mom on OnlyFans nowadays?
Got all the fame.
Well, it also, I feel like with age becomes maturity most of the time, right? And so,
that was the key word.
think about, so us men, when we were 12 and 13, we were like infatuated with like the Nia Longs of the world and the stereotypical celebrity superstar.
Right.
And then as we got older, like we was like, y'all seen Jill Scott, bro?
Yeah.
Like your whole mentality changed.
That girl next door.
It's like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you young, you ain't thinking like that. You're not thinking about no energy. You're not thinking about that.
You just want to jack that.
Yeah, but it's. And I feel like when you mature, you actually open up your options, right? Because when you're still into that fast life or that stereotypical trendy life, being trendy is limited.
Yes, it
It
is.
does not offer.
Like being trendy, even anything. Like if you're gonna come to your clothes, if you're trendy, you have no clothes in your closet.
Right.
If you're open-minded, you got unlimited amount of clothes in your closet.
That.
So dating is the same way. If you're trendy or you into what everybody else says is cool,
Right.
you're gonna be limited out here. If you're into vibes, you're into energy, you're into like intellect, looks but not physique, whatever, just the way you carry yourself more, then you got more options. And so we talking about maturity, I feel like that comes with the age.
Yeah.
Learning that all that shit that we thought was hot really ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and so that actually makes you more attractive. Like women don't tell men this stuff like that, but like you not going Google Gaga over somebody is attractive.
It shows growth. It shows that
Like, you've seen a woman before.
Yeah.
It's not your first time being in front of a woman. It's like,
Nobody want to be with somebody who act like they ain't never had shit.
yeah.
Grabbing all
And it started with being a kid. So I tell my basketball players, like, when you make a layup, well, like, don't be celebrating. It's a fucking layup. Like, act like you made a layup before. Get back on defense and get ready for the next play.
It's annihilating that jump.
Some people do a layup and they be like it's their first time making a layup.
And it's 2 points.
Bro, get back on defense. You ain't do nothing special. You ain't dunk it. You ain't do nothing. You, bro, get back. Yeah.
Got 3 quarters left.
So like when you dating, that maturity, you know, you act like you've seen a woman before. You know, even though you might be going crazy in your head, but you gotta, you know, chill out.
There's a way to.
Yeah.
Time and place though. So it's like women want to be celebrated. Go.
Yeah, but you can't be, you know.
Not all the time, baby. It's a way to maturely date.
Yeah. And I think that comes with age though. Yeah.
I think to pinpoint it, the word is doing things in moderation.
Yeah, that's it.
The give and take, or to master the art of being able to have somebody miss or find something mysterious about you that makes them want to keep looking in your direction. It's something that we do when we get older. Now, everything when we were younger, you just want to show your hand. I want this, I want real right now. This is what I got to offer. And you don't even know who the fuck you are at a younger age. You know, but then you slowly begin, and it comes with the fact that it's the people that you dealt with, the failed relationships, you begin to slowly hold your hand back further and further. But also with that shows the growth.
Right.
It shows who. Within that time, you find out who you are, what you don't like, what you won't accept. You get older and you ain't taking so much shit. You ain't running around here jumping through too many hoops. Look, man, this is what I got to offer for real. But we can work it together. If not, go on fuck out your business. You know, I'm at this age now, so.
Well, we got some answers on our Facebook post, ladies and gentlemen. In case you don't know, again, the question is, at what point did you notice you were getting old? Well, shout out to Lazarus Hamlin, my boy. Shout out to Lazarus, man. He's doing big things. He says, I can't get out of the car and stand up without making noise. That's the moment when he noticed it.
Someone put some oil on his kneecaps, WD-40 or some shit. He rusted up.
He literally doing ad-libs getting out of the car.
Some of the Migos.
Mama!
That sound like what's the bed squeaking? Wait till you see my dick. Just his knees squeaking.
To my Trillville, John.
Yeah.
Some cut.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
That's
Shout
that
out,
DJ in here.
shout out to Miss Brittany Williams, who says, every time I stand up, I can hear my knees.
Yeah.
Start thinking about your boy.
Y'all motherfuckers need to get in the gym. That's what that sound like. Y'all need to get in the gym. Y'all need to work out some.
Well, I definitely ain't gonna lie about that. That's accurate. I need a yoga class.
To lay up
My body feel awesome.
We know.
lay in the bed with somebody for the first time and like pieces on you cracking and shit, and you ain't got no TV, your toes popping and shit, whatever.
Man, you got chips in here?
Oh shit.
You just trying to ignore it, go look at her show, look at turn the TV up a little bit louder and shit.
Oh, we.
Is that the floor creaking on that?
Don't worry about it.
Is that the dog?
Somebody walk in here. Turn this light on. Shout out to Elizabeth McDougal, who says, every morning I do that yawn, stretch, shake, and I let it go.
Hey,
He did that.
listen. Understood.
Hilarious. Shout out to Humble Vibes, who says, it takes me about a good 5 times to actually pick up something off of the floor. I have done that before.
Not 5.
You ever bent down, reach, missed it, reach? I've definitely been there.
Another thing I did notice is when you gotta go to the bathroom, it's no longer just saying I gotta go. It's no longer saying you got to fucking go, or it's gonna go without you.
Yeah.
The little lady.
Yeah, y'all know about my episode, what, 2 months ago, remember?
What? I feel
Talked
like
about that on the show.
We should let some drop.
When I peed on myself.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Coming out the corner store.
Damn. You go straight
I
home.
was in the corner store. I was like, I got a public restroom? He was like, no. That was it. There was nothing
Wow,
else.
wow. Oh, Lord.
I was in the hood corner store, you know, the little Chinese joint.
Bless your heart.
I got to the door and it was just, that was it,
You
bro.
know, pee-pee.
First of all, Mister, you're used to homeless people peeing on themselves in front of the store.
Right, leave me alone. Judge your mom. Stop. Bless your heart, color. I did not know about that.
My body ain't the same when it comes to
Listen,
that. The
I
bowels.
experienced that years ago. I was pregnant, and it just look. When you pregnant, it's no stopping.
That's different.
Yeah.
It is different, but
Get
it's
a pass.
still life changing. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the pass. It's still life changing. Cause
So
you still be like, now what the hell am I gonna do? Like it's just a different thing.
Right.
So I
So
definitely.
I got a question for the group. So when it comes to old age, should we put pressure on our elders to show us how to age, right? Somebody should be setting an example of how aging should be. Not looks, but like the way we hand information, carry ourselves, like, like that OG.
Speak on it.
Old people get mean.
That's
So
what I'm about to say.
I'll be scared to ask on how to age because old people, when they get to, okay, as we can sit here on this side of the fence and say, once I get older, I just begin to say whatever I want. They've been there. They've been there. As a matter of fact, they will tell you some shit you don't want to hear. Fuck
Don't
your
even
fuck your
want to
feelings.
know.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little hesitant when it comes to asking somebody how to grow a certain age. It's not that I don't think I'm gonna get the right answer, but it's who I'm asking.
I'm about to say it depends.
It's really who I'm asking. My grandmother passed, and that would be my go-to person.
But should we put pressure on them to be better, like, examples? You know what I'm saying? That's the
This is
question.
the thing, I'm as old as I am today, but I still don't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I've learned some
Right.
things, and I can't, like my hindsight is only about 20 years out. So I can tell you at 20 some other decisions I would have wanted to make. The way I'm forgetting stuff now, I can't say at 60, I'm gonna be able to tell you what to do at 40 to even, cause what have I necessarily accomplished as well? So I think it's also who you're talking to, what their position is, what does success even look like?
But I feel like they still have values, though.
But
Possibly.
Look at the world today and tell me how much value it's now.
yeah, but I agree. with
yeah.
you, though. I think the older generation should. Well, we should put more pressure on them. We should put pressure on ourselves too, as well.
Correct.
We are we're the older generation to the younger kids. So it's certain things like that we wasn't taught when we were younger that I feel like should have been taught. So but as like the new generation, we're starting to realize right now that our parents never taught us. So for like marriage, we told that we're supposed to wear white dresses and marry. They tell about us the beauty and go out here and find you a man and a good man and y'all get married and settle down and have kids. That's what we've been taught, okay? But they didn't exactly. But we've never been taught the qualities you should really look for in a man.
Yeah.
That's true.
We've never girls are
And
not
it's just
taught to love
relationships.
themselves first. So I feel like if they talk to us more about their situation and not tell us everything's gonna be okay.
Right.
And that's what everybody does.
You gotta blame that on
They
Disney.
just-
Blame that on Disney.
What about
Right.
films? And I definitely think that is something that an older or a grandparent or person of a higher age, elder, can teach more about how to handle funerals. Because when I had to bury my grandmother, I had to learn, and it was like super new to me. It was like to the point where I know that there are gonna be more people that die in my family, but this happened. I didn't know what the fuck.
Stressed.
You know, you're already stressed, and then you have to make executive decisions. And obviously, walking anything blind is stressful. Extra stress when you have a passing in the family. It's
Correct.
It's crazy. That, and I think life insurance policy.
So my suggestion, we talked about that in one of my meetings. I think everybody's family reunion should have some type of session like that where they talk about wills, insurance, and prepping people for what is going to happen because you're going to die, right? Regardless of how you look at it. And I think everybody should, at their family reunion, should have that session. You know what I'm saying? Not with the little kids and stuff, but maybe the 30+ group. We're gonna take time. We're gonna make wills. Cause my mom did that. My mom went to Connecticut, where most of my family is at, and did wills for all my uncles and aunts and my grandparents, stuff like that.
That's what's up.
And this is a tough conversation to have, like about what's gonna happen after you pass and is everybody taken care of. But it needs to be done. But that goes back to what I'm saying. The generation before us ain't doing it.
Walking blind.
Our generation got set it up. You know,
We do. You know, I think it's just, again, who's in your family though? Because like my two sides of my family, like my mom and dad, they're just completely different.
the drunk side.
They're just completely different. One has a significant amount of longevity. Like my grandmother passed in '93 with my mom's side, but my father's side, they all died before 60. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that my father has even made it past, you know what I mean? He'll be 75 this year. It's just, he is, you know, but it's rare. So it's like, they don't even know what to tell us. You know what I mean? Like, it's just interesting to watch.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that generation.
Plus, they're also pretenders. You know, I hate to say it like that, but that's a generation of we just gotta keep going. This is the first time we all like, you know what? I don't like that.
Yeah.
I am tired. I am sitting down, or I deserve better.
So what you're saying is, age, the age look different now.
I feel like we're creating a new future. We're definitely creating a new future. It's different.
A lot of times the elders can't accept this new future, so I get what you're saying. That's why I say it's hard to approach them a lot of times because they just, a lot of grandparents haven't accepted, you know, the fact that we're no longer segregated. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's grandparents who just cannot accept the way that this new lifestyle is coming in. So to ask certain questions is almost to ask for an outdated answer sometimes.
And I just believe that generation didn't even know how to communicate, period. I used to always hear my pops say, well, I can lead you through the water, but I can't tell you how to drink. Well, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They lived in fables and sayings and like, you know, and you're right. Like we're
to the next place. And it don't have to be every topic, but just this topic. I might be ready for this.
right.
You know?
how long you gonna keep me in this place?
And
Like okay, so I have older family members who are getting sick now, and like I'll still watch the elders talk about it, and I'm like, hey, I'm
Right.
an up and coming elder. Like, care this. You can't just wait till the funeral and be like, well, he been sick.
But Tyrell said, do people really care what happens to their bodies after they die though? Why is that situation so stressful for people? Who is it really about?
It's definitely a personal thing. For people, I think the unknown is the scarier part. I'm concerned about it. I actually want to be a tree, but you know, I know.
Yeah, the reason why I gotta do a will,
I want to be smooth.
reason why I want to do a will, because I can't trust y'all. Like for real, like
It still ain't gonna do what you
like, because I gotta only you value you like you value. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So even though I ain't gonna be here, this shit gotta be in writing because y'all motherfuckers gonna do me dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna play the wrong song, they bring my body down. First of all, I hated that line dance. Why is y'all playing that line dance at my fucking funeral? Like I gotta plan my whole shit out because I don't trust y'all motherfuckers.
If y'all come to my funeral and they play Going Up and Yonder, that is a request I don't want. I don't want it. That's somebody.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in it right.
You told me you was gonna give me a statue. I ain't got no statue out there. I got a goddamn a cross from somebody else yard and shit.
I don't like the heat, okay? Like,
That is a huge thing. Please leave a will and not fucking bills.
Correct.
Like, I still got my grandfather's
T-shirt.
I'm saying my grandfather's shit come to my house and I ain't get to meet the man. Like,
You still owe us $2,000.
for real though, like I really, and I pray we find us a good life insurance. Like when you were talking about life insurance, like that's so real
That is
because
real.
when we really look at some of our counterparts of the other denomination,
They leaving everything.
the way people pass and the money that they get,
It's
we would have
crazy.
been set up for life, and we are not. And like one of the things that I found out in regards to my son is like he took a certain medicine when he was younger, because he was one of those ADHD kids. So they say a lot of stuff. Long story short, he can't get a certain type of life insurance. Like he got denied through a company, and I was like, how many other children took this medicine that they're gonna get denied from? You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
that's
had
crazy.
he had
Set
life
up.
insurance from the beginning, like from birth, he can't be denied. So like these are things that we just need to educate ourselves on and be up on top of and be aware of, because as we're now getting smarter, we're losing money in the long end on some things. Right. So
What you think about that, y'all? What about BlackTop hosting a will writing,
I'm here for it.
like a party type joint? You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of sweet.
That would be dope.
Have a couple people come in and talk about insurance, wills,
right.
and
because it's really affordable. I'm trying to tell you,
know
if somebody passed away tomorrow,
yeah,
and you could just have paid $13 a month to get a check, and we're not even talking about getting rich. We're talking about not putting up a GoFundMe.
Correct.
You need money in 7 days.
And that right there is a huge thing. R.I.P. A.J. Johnson.
Yeah.
Literally, this man is famous, been in multiple movies, has portrayed Eazy-E in videos, and has a GoFundMe for $20,000. His wife had to put a GoFundMe out for 20 racks for his funeral. You know, and it makes you wonder, like, these people are legends in our eyes, and they still have the result to these certain things.
I remember listening to 2 Chainz on his last album. He said, "You got all that jewelry on, you got all these cars. When you die, your family gonna be starving again, cause your dumb ass ain't think to get life insurance.
Get some life insurance.
You know what I'm saying?
Could have paid it up for years.
Save up a fund, a college tuition for your kids, something like that. Your kids out here
DMX,
struggling.
same thing. Like,
Yeah.
like I mean, they put together a funeral, a nice little concert giveaway for us.
But the thing about it is, those people don't have issues because of their stardom. They can raise money like that. Like, can a regular Joe Smo say that? Like, when you die, you only got 50 Facebook friends.
Right.
Then you got down, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody.
Right. But look, but then there's also
12 of them on fake accounts. You know what I'm saying?
it's also a funeral every week. Like, every day is a funeral. Like, it's a lot of us passing.
Yeah, so they ain't got time to be paying for everybody the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
it's
got $90 in your
Listen,
your GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe gonna take 12 of them Jones for the fee. You know what I'm saying?
You just buying a
and
ring.
that cost.
That's it. Now you sitting Indian style at your funeral.
Stop. We gotta get better, y'all. It's the comedy for me.
That is terrible, man. All right, well, some of the answers that we have on Facebook. Actually, no, we passed that. So we're moving on to our last segment.
Okay.
Our top 5. So some of y'all may be new to this, and all 3 of us are true to this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the top 5 segment where we like to get to know some of your favorite things. Well, tonight's top 5 question is, what is your top 5 cafeteria school lunches of all time? All time.
Snap.
I got it.
No, swing that thing on this side.
I got it, baby.
Go ahead, man.
Oh. Alright, so
What's the GOAT?
I'm gonna go with, and I think a lot of my Holland Springs friends would agree with this. We went hard on the fries, the loaded fries, and the tender baskets. So, you know, we skipped lines to season them fries with Old Bay. And double back for it too. And the little chicken tender baskets or whatever. I think I got most excited to see Subway, but that shit never got my money for it.
I feel like the high school in Eastern Henrico, we all had the same stuff.
High school.
So my snack, so my food definitely gonna be from middle school though. That's when you really have real lunch. Cause the high school traveling nachos, you already knew it, bro. Don't get no better, bro. Listen, no, cause see, high school, we all had the same. We had Taco Bell, we had Subway, we had that shit fried. We all had that. We went to Veroni, we went to Holland Springs, we had the same shit. But the traveling nachos, I was mad when we didn't have traveling nachos in high school. Traveling nachos?
I definitely missed out. They had that raw.
Gyro?
I feel like I missed it.
Where'd you go to school? You went to Fairfield?
I would have went to Fairfield, but I went to Raw. So
Oh, so you had the same. I went to Ross. So traveling nachos, bro.
I feel like I didn't know it was a name too.
So my high school, y'all ain't had that?
It's not even.
High school, we had Subway and Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. That was when I first got turned on to Chick-fil-A.
But you went to Petersburg, so y'all ain't get shit, you know.
USDA.
Henrico County, we was alright in Henrico County.
That's when I first got introduced to a cold cut. Cold cut 6-inch. We
Yeah.
had Taco Bell on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
And Pizza Hut.
We went to high school at.
No, Domino's Pizza.
What did you have?
Where'd you go to high school at?
Okay, so I went to Martinsville High School.
Oh, that explains it all.
It was the bill for me.
So, okay. So yeah, country too. So I went to Martinsville High School.
Country.
Growing up, we had
barbecue
too
sandwiches.
much, like, for real. We had the pizzas, you know, like the
Pulled pork.
We had the
Pulled pork. country ass school.
Listen,
Pulled pork today.
now I feel cheated. Like,
It's a Subway day for me.
I'm upset right now.
It's a Subway for me.
All these things.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Bro, in high school we was living good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Some travel nachos.
Yeah.
I had to think to myself.
Alright, so what I want y'all to know, it is easy to make traveling nachos still be busting. All you need
Yes.
is a big bag of Doritos, cheese, meat.
I was Fritos though. We used Fritos out in school.
Yeah, or Fritos.
Yeah.
ground beef.
What the
He
jail
got-
talk is going on here?
Hold. I ain't talking about shaving. That's Petersburg. That's Petersburg. Shit, we talking.
Oh.
First off, this
Petersburg High School get you ready for jail.
bowl was swole.
They were selling oodles and noodles at Petersburg High School.
They let you off of one class and let you on your next class. Hold on, come back. Let me unpack your
They
shackles.
shit is like,
Oh
this.
my
Lord,
they're
I
shackles.
feel like we were slaves.
Listen, I'm gonna go back a little bit more. So like I went to private school for elementary. You know what I mean? So but I will say we still had that same little rectangle pizza.
Oh no.
That thing was bum.
Hey, that thing.
It was only two meats.
that.
It was either sausage or the
I couldn't stand these.
Stuff on the paper and everything.
Tastes like cardboard.
I was here for it. I
Tastes
actually
like cardboard.
I saw it at the restaurant Depot, and I said, "Lord, you work miracles, because I don't have to get this." But it brought back some memories. I said, "This is where they got it from." Okay,
Absolutely.
so I took y'all back.
So you know what's so crazy about high school? So I remember in middle school and elementary school being embarrassed about packing my lunch.
That
And
was a
then
luxury.
when I get to high school, when I was like transformed in it, because now I'm balling because I had my job.
Balling.
I had a job working at McDonald's, so you know you balling then. But people who used to bring lunch, niggas would be like, "Yo, what you got down there, Shawty?" Like it changed because in high school you brought lunch, you was like,
Everybody eyes.
"Cause you got something different."
Yep.
We all eating the same shit. You got goddamn ribs from last night and shit. You got goddamn. Hey, what you got, yo? What you got? But so it's weird how you kind of like, cause you wanted to have tickets, you wanted to get in line and spend money as a little kid and buy your lunch, not knowing the value of being able to be more selective and pack your lunch. But it's crazy. It's like thinking back on how the pressure. I remember my mom packed my lunch one day and I was at the bus mad. Like, I'm not going to get in the lunch line with my friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
It
going
was the social aspect.
Everybody get back with their little trays and stuff. Sitting there with my little cute ass Thomas the Train ass, you know what I'm saying? Box and shit.
Listen, I love it. And what was crazy though is when you become a parent.
With the cup.
But we so dumb. We so dumb. We mad. Hey, look, we mad with the thermos, but we got more drink than everybody.
More than everybody.
We're not thinking like.
That shit didn't matter. 15 minutes for lunch. By the time you sat down, you almost had to get the fuck back.
Facts. But like after I became a parent and I was making my son's lunch, I was like, man, like he don't even know how blessed he is. Like all he want to do is get in the line. Fine, go eat $3 lunch.
I was hyped to punching that keypad with that number. Like $14.97.
That's the reduced lunch niggas. That's the free lunch niggas. So it was 3 levels of people. It's 3 levels. It's the people who pay regular price.
Regular price.
He had the reduced lunch. Then he had the free lunch. He was the free lunch. Mike had both his parents.
I had both my parents.
You can't get free lunch like that.
Let me tell you.
And the lunch lady looked like she was shaking down the can for some bread. And you just, man, nigga, I don't pay for shit, nigga. Like, I'm serious, man.
Meanwhile, you trying to get your $2 together. Niggas struggling like, shit, I'm eating today. Hold on.
No, my son, right? So he did not get any free lunch at this job I worked at.
Government employee.
I was a government employee. I put like a nice amount on his lunch account, so his free lunch friends was like, "Oh man, we can't never get snacks." When I tell you this boy was cashing out, balling, buying kids, you get what y'all want, man? Cookies, man. I'm a straight one.
Not the butter crunch. Not the butter crunch, baby.
I went in there and gave it to that lunch lady, sis. Wake up. Why is he got 45 chips? How did this even happen? I had to put $10 on it.
He got all the friends at school. All the girls.
Squad.
$2 a day, sir. $2. Yeah, so it was interesting.
You buy me some hot Cheetos today?
He probably would.
So what was your joke, Mike?
Hustling.
Favorite school lunch? I like breakfast. The breakfast donuts that used to come in the little pack.
Yeah.
Super donut.
Yeah.
That thing hit, man. I used to steal about 4 of them. You up in class, and you know you used to do it in class. When you used to like, you had your book bag between your legs, and you unzip your zip. All you hear is crunching and the paper.
The loudest.
Your classmates look back, hey bro, can you keep your ass up? You know what I'm saying? Man, hey, look, them donuts, hit,
I'm here for it.
hit. Ain't no square pieces.
My brother never got caught with a snack in my class because my mom always made me wear those pants.
Windbreaker pants.
Snuck a snack and woke
The windbreaker outfits.
every time I move.
He told me he had to fuck two for all pieces too, top and the pants.
You too noisy, sir.
But I've learned not to, when my classmates would make lunch, I've learned not to really mess with them. I learned not to ask for their lunch because it was one time my homeboy, he had a whole roach in his in the Ziploc bag.
In the bird house?
Over peanut butter and butter. And I swear this roach was strong as hell because the Ziploc bag moving across.
Stop it!
First of all, the roaches in there breathing with no air. Pittsburgh roach is different. Pittsburgh roach different. Nigga don't need no oxygen.
Ooh, like a iron.
Right.
I said,
Stop.
my bad about your sandwich.
Stop it. Nah, it was the crack on the sandwich for me. Ah, poor boy.
Oh,
I can definitely say her. You know, we can't say too much good about Henrico County back then, but we ate good though. We did eat.
Look, you know, looking at Henrico then and now,
My kids
we
want
were blessed.
Yeah.
They done made a long way.
Yeah, we was blessed.
We might not have had no track. We might not have had a lot of stuff we ain't
We
had.
ain't have a lot, but
But we had some good food.
listen, my dad was hating too because he was a city kid and he had city lunch and he was like, Subway at school.
Taco Bell.
What's going on? He was confused.
So there's a couple things that's kind of universal, right? Did y'all have Marble made milk?
In elementary and middle.
Yeah,
Middle, yeah.
the white milk, the chocolate milk, and the
And
strawberry
the
Why
milk.
did you get kids that much? That was definitely a dairy industry situation.
Yes.
I feel like that ain't real.
Mass.
Wow.
Absolutely. Have you watched it? Cowspiracy?
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't that
I
sad?
don't think I got 5.
Who was drinking milk anyway? Who wants milk anyway?
Oh,
Got you. There you go.
yeah, I mean, we had blue milk, we had the chocolate one and real. So we
That was
had,
apple juice.
Yeah, 2%.
but we had the little apple, you remember the little apple juice cartons, the little small
yeah.
ones with the paper.
Little communion junks, little fake junk. I couldn't stand that
I don't
junk.
care what nobody say. None of that milk tastes like home milk. You feel what I'm saying? Like none of that shit tastes like.
That was,
I don't
it had
know.
cancer in it. I ain't lying. Something, it was off.
So in high school,
That shit was
so
off.
since we talking and we peeping it real, in high school, we had the Taco Bell joint, right?
Yeah.
My senior year, it's my second year of working. I had went early to lunch because my senior year I only had 2 classes,
Shout out to
so I had one each day, and so I used to get out early, and so I used to go home, eat, and then come back because I played sports, right? So I went to the lunchroom one day early, and I saw who made the tacos. And it was the other kids.
Oh.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Oh.
It was my last taco that I ever had in my life, bro.
Oh, they tried to get him
The
something to
same,
do.
same kids that
I never knew that.
And they be touching and scratching and looking and drooling and nosing and everything.
That kid.
I was in there, I said, bro, I told the whole cafeteria, bro, I was like, yo.
My
Cause-
Never again.
because they were assholes with it. Like those kids baked the cookies for us. So they put
He
true
killed
story.
it. He killed it.
Pittsburgh High School, the special ed kids made the cookies, and they had the nerve to put them in a basket and label them slow baked.
Stop it.
He lying, y'all. He lying. He lying. He lying.
Mike J. Maybe not the biggest BlackTop.
That is fucked up.
But when you see them lined up in that cafeteria cooking them joints, bro, like putting them together and everything, I was like,
Slow nigga, assembly line.
You know, I really forgot that they even did stuff. You know, it's really sad they had them doing like slave work. Like they were supposed to be learning. They were supposed to be learning. To finish your taco.
because it's so crazy. We got culinary arts class. We got culinary arts class, but we're not doing that kind of culinary. You got they get to do the real culinary arts. They doing the real class.
Do your free labor. Now that just ain't right. Because you know, now I can see them. Next thing you know, they have them painting the lines out in the parking lot or something.
You remember we had to do what's the dude named Jamal? I think his name was he always said G.O. 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 baby. G.O.
I remember he did stop.
He was in that joint. I heard him in that joint. I was like,
The views of Carlos do not.
Do not express.
he was in there making the taco. He was like, G.O. G.O. baby. G.O. I was like,
I pray he is doing well now.
snap.
I really do. Because I really like
They making the tacos, yo. I told everybody, I was like,
He
yo.
was Gio. Was that his name?
We call him that. We call him G.O. G.O. He said, time to go. Open the doors up.
He said it
Gio.
every day. I hope he's
Gio,
doing well.
baby.
I really hope he's doing well.
He's in my track with us. He's gonna track G.O.
They let him run track.
G.O.B. Yeah, they did everything with us.
Hey, man.
Let him graduate.
You just talking about slow people like you
See that
got
Right.
I remember when, matter of fact, speaking of track, I ran track one time. My first year running track in middle school, he was on the track team. So the 400 is the event they put everybody in that can't really run. They just throw all the other kids in the 400. So this is my first year. I was in the 400. So I'm out there running the 400. And I heard nigga, G.O. I said, hold on, goddammit. I know I ain't running fast enough, goddammit. Cause them niggas be strong though.
He was fast.
They be extra strong for no reason.
He was fast.
Hold on.
I ain't lying.
Hold on.
I feel like he ran everywhere. See, okay.
G.O. baby. Open the doors. I'm running. But look, they was making the tacos, bro.
I cannot believe they had him.
So my senior year, I didn't have nay taco.
I'm still upset about it.
I ain't had nay taco my senior
Michael
year.
County, you got some explaining to do. Is this still a program? Like, no. They been labeling life work for
These
them.
kids can't go to the bathroom. These kids can't go to the bathroom on their own. You got them in here making tacos. They're not washing their hands. This is before COVID. This is before mask.
Hand sanitizer.
But hand sanitizer wasn't even a thing.
I don't think they had invented it yet. Was it out in 2000? Maybe. It might have just been new. That was probably
It
new.
won't in Henrico County. They ain't have one on it. Geo.
Don't even.
Everybody ever Verona know what I'm talking about. Everybody ever Verona know what I'm talking about.
He had a high top fade. He had a high top.
And they had their own basketball team. Remember them games?
we had
We used to play y'all.
We had and when I say we had this dude, what's his name? We called him T-Bone. On everything. Nickname cool as but T-Bone was literally Tracy McGrady. He was slow, but when he got on the court, he was a known guy. And then I'm talking about go lights out. 30 for 30.
They were playing lunchtime at the pep rallies,
We
right?
would play the pep rally. The pep rallies. We would play each other.
They didn't have my man extremely hyped.
And be killing it.
We hype in the stands because you slow, but you scoring 30 points. So
We going crazy.
we hyped them up to the point where T-Bone that ran up in the stands. Real talk, T-Bone was in the stands, bro. Yeah, he was hyped.
He deserved
pumped
it.
him up. And
deserved
like, T-Bone, shout out T-Bone. Wherever you are, if I ever get to see you again, you are a hot
T-Bone.
Left league legend.
Hey, you should get a jersey made Holland Springs on with a T-bone on the back.
T-Bone. I guess the teacher still don't know who he is and everything.
I believe it. Where is he at?
G.O.B.
I think the first time I actually ever encountered that in high school was me walking in the bathroom and seeing hands straight by ankles. And we're like 17.
What happened?
Encountering,
The alternative kids.
and I'm walking in, and I ain't never seen a grown man with pants at his ankles pissing stinking. I was like, this is,
This is
I'm
different.
gonna go use the bathroom.
This is different. I'm gonna go in the stall today. I understand. Understood. This is different. Oh, the memories.
G.O.
I bet you don't have that in the book at the house.
Hey, man, shout out to Gio. Shout out to my dog.
Exactly.
Anyways.
Talk about Flashback Friday to that. Okay.
Boy, I'm crying blood. That is funny.
Why they don't make it in the yearbook though? They don't get
I
yearbook
feel like they
pictures.
did.
No, they get the pictures. I'm talking about, you know, the little moments and
They don't
stuff.
sit still long enough.
Stop it. We not. No.
He's stupid,
I
bro.
am not. I am not.
Somebody got
I
come
am
on.
not here for it.
I am not laughing at that.
I'm going straight
Y'all
to
cleaned
hell.
it up.
We're accepting sponsorships.
Hey.
To support the BlackTop.
I guarantee it won't
This
be
is
from
your
the,
time.
it won't be from the Special Olympics.
Oh.
All the boys and girls.
Hey man, I raised a whole bunch of money for the Special Olympics though. So shout out to the Special Olympics.
Shout out to
On the real deal,
Special
I raised a whole bunch of money for them.
I heard you get Gio the coach.
Olympics.
Hey man. Alright, that's enough. I tap
That
out.
was it?
I tap out. This is a great episode, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Miss
What time about? Did Carl give her food? His favorite food?
Square lunch.
Square pizza? Okay.
And Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
That was the first time I had Chick-fil-A. In high school, so, you know.
Rico County was bougie.
Privilege?
Chick-fil-A.
It's the white privilege for me.
That's
Listen,
why I had to be stupid too.
it was.
So what happens is in Rico County, whatever the West End kids got, we had to get too.
Right, because you
So
can't
you know
discriminate.
they was out there in short pump eating good out there.
Don't make nobody want
Right. No job.
Meanwhile.
Cause it's all in Rico County.
Meanwhile, we got
Out there in them bills, y'all had
Way
public
back.
cheese and peanut butter
Ramen.
stuff.
Ramen and swolls and shaving.
They took us down to the Appomattox and said, yeah, so
Fishing.
Listen. Hold on, before we even close out, has anybody ever had that field trip to the cotton or the plantation? Have y'all?
Yes, most definitely.
I've done that.
Yeah.
We did Monticello. That was the worst job.
I did my too.
All the slave fields.
It didn't hit me until I got older that they was fucked up about that. Like, this all y'all got to offer is to take me back to the way y'all used to whip the shit out of my
Right. And they just finessed right on
Y'all know
by
Disneyland actually fucking exists.
Right. Shout out to Verona, took us to Florida.
Senior trip. We went to Orlando. We did that.
What school you on?
Privilege.
Verona.
Oh yeah, y'all did band or something?
No, all the
That was our
seniors,
senior
the senior trip.
Oh, that's right. They did it for my mother.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh.
What'd you say? What they took y'all?
CIAA.
Stop it.
Senior trip.
Wow.
Turn away from Martinsville.
Right.
Yeah, I think they're going to
We know Martinsville kids be like 25 when they graduate anyway. So
Stop it.
Don't do that.
Stop it. That's a let's see how that
they start school at 6th grade.
I just see you talking age in class.
You so stupid, man.
How big was your graduating class? 12.
Stop it.
Why you coming for us?
Right.
But
It had to be at least 50.
it was a small.
Cause we had 300. So I'm trying to figure out.
I'm
We had 300 in our graduating class. How many y'all had?
Oh yeah,
We
we had
probably had like two. Like I feel like Martinsville is overpopulated. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So I feel like we probably had at least 200, 300. Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
we had
Yeah.
20. Yeah,
That's because they dropped out.
they emailed us.
That sounds right. Hey, come on by all the quicker than the phone.
Seniors,
He
senior class.
said come by the office to get your diploma.
Stop it.
Group photo, y'all.
Shout out to Petersburg. I was down there. 18. Copper mine was everything.
They jump like this. It's the graduating class. This is a podcast.
You gotta
The four graduates, come up and get to the microphone, please.
too much background stuff. So you had some pictures.
All 5 of us sat at the class reunion at McDonald's.
Stop.
We just had breakfast. That was it.
Y'all just rotated and shit in the pictures so y'all look like it's more than y'all.
Yeah. Turn to the left, bro. Turn to the left. But yeah, man, shout out to this episode, man.
This is a good episode.
Amazing. Hilarious.
Any Facebook answers on that?
So what now?
Any Facebook answers on the
Oh,
foods?
pretty much.
What's our food?
Wings.
Who had wings in
Somebody had
school?
wings at Petersburg.
We had real wings. The chicken wing too. They tried to give us the real food. Every time.
Popcorn shrimp,
I used to hate the popcorn shrimp.
cheeseburgers, the cheeseburger, dry as hell.
Terrible.
You
What's in the
literally
burger? I was
Y'all
trying.
used to have the baked spaghetti.
Oh yes, we had that. We had that.
What? My baked spaghetti was good.
I liked it. I'm an
I
Italian
enjoyed
dude. It was alright.
They had that one whole meal, right?
A little salad came with it. Yeah, a little salad.
And that small ass piece of Italian bread.
I think that's when I fell in love with ranch. I think that was the
Yep,
ranch,
the ranch
or
dressing.
Italian.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a vibe.
Yeah, I mean, pretty average answers. A lot of wins, a lot of wins.
Shout out to all the high schools that was like across the street from goddamn restaurants, like Highland Springs and shit. They
Y'all
had
across
goddamn
different
food,
restaurants?
Hardee's and
What? Oh yeah, y'all do have Hardee's right there.
Fairfield. They had Burger King across the street and shit.
Rest in peace to Burger King. I don't know what
Oh,
it is.
that is a flex.
It ain't Burger King. I don't know what
They
it
don't got
is.
nothing over there.
You
Then.
want to drive it?
Save a lot.
Your friends want to drive
Well,
it?
my mama lived across the street from the school, so
Yeah, he's right across the street.
Drive.
Not across the street.
But
Lord,
You ain't never
Jesus,
sneak out with your
your
friends?
ass open walk home if you got in trouble.
I think I walk around the whole campus, go running back. You on the golf course walking.
yeah, so I ain't never get that pretty. But I used to see a lot of like
People leave during lunch.
yeah.
Yeah, and that was me.
Bruh,
That was me.
Verona,
Yeah.
it'd take you 15 minutes to get to McDonald's. Like,
We was in the middle of nowhere. We was in the fucking cows,
we were
pastures.
across from a cornfield is what we were across from.
I don't know. Well, yeah.
Yeah, if you skip the ground, you probably just go home.
Go home. Don't even come back. You're getting caught. Don't go back.
Somebody said rice pilaf.
That's a West End shit right there. That nigga went to Tucker. He went to Tucker High School.
Oh man.
Somebody had a Domino's pizza.
I feel like we had.
We had Domino's. We had Domino's.
They probably had like
No, we had Pizza Hut. We had Pizza Hut. We had one of them joints. We did have a pizza joint.
And listen, I got a little sister in high school right now. I'm about to ask her, what y'all be eating for
Ask her. I
lunch?
promise you got
Y'all
Subway.
eating the same thing that I was eating, and y'all.
She at Martinsville?
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel bad for her. She
I'm
might.
afraid she might be. I hope
You gotta get her out here to turn Rico.
Right, eating steakums.
I'm gonna go.
don't sit on the table, man. I stacked a whole bunch.
Oh God, I ain't had a steak from in years, Lord. That steak,
Another one to stick to the paper.
that steak from meat was different. It was different.
Were you eating
Different kind of
steakums
meat.
in 2000? If so, you may be entitled to it.
Right. What in the world?
Yo, y'all know they said something about the chicken, right?
I seen that if you had chicken since 2005 or something like
We
that.
all gonna get like $1.
There's too many people that had chicken. Everybody had chicken. That line gonna be long as a motherfucker.
Y'all sold it to us straight. Y'all had a special. You know we bought the snack box. Yes, we had it.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh, what an episode, man. What an episode. Well, shout out to Miss Cara, Miss Shakita Speaks, man. Y'all did a great job here tonight.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we do this thing called shout out, you know. So I'm gonna start with you, Miss Cara. Give us some shout outs before we go.
Shout out to everybody who just supports me, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to Jada Pinkett Smith. Happy 50th birthday. That was yesterday. That was a vibe. Make sure you go to Red Table Talk RVA and catch the newest episode. Support the page. If you're a business and you want some exposure, reach out to me there so I can give you some exposure and follow on Instagram, The Career Cheerleader. And yeah, I just want to shout out everybody supporting everybody.
Word. Shakita.
Definitely, first and foremost, want to thank you guys for inviting me out today. So I definitely appreciate it. Like, it's like a little reunion right now.
Oh.
This is my first time meeting you guys. It's been a pleasure working with you guys today.
Right.
And definitely, you got to shout out to everybody that supports me and everything that I got going on. I know a lot of people been waiting for me to get back out here and try interviews and get back on the road and stuff. So definitely, I appreciate everybody that's still bearing in there with me and just still support me and just want to see me do the best.